Now, when you're looking to retire in Latin America, places like Mexico, Panama, and Costa Rica often come to mind. But what's popping up on a lot of different retiree lists is actually Lima, Peru. We've been in Lima for a couple weeks. Honestly, we're quite surprised with what is available if you're looking to retire in Lima. Today, I'm going to break down what it would look like if you're looking to retire in Lima, Peru. And I'm gonna go over safety, cost of living, healthcare, lifestyle, and the best neighborhoods for foreigners. And the only reason why I was thinking about coming to Lima was in grade 11, I had a Spanish teacher and she happened to be from Lima, Peru. So besides that, I never really thought about Lima as a retirement destination. Hi. So when you're looking to retire and you're leaving Canada, the United States, or Europe, and you're looking for usually coastal destinations, or if the humidity gets to you, you'll probably move inland. Lima is starting to pop up on a lot of different retirees lists. Now, Lima isn't a small beach town. It's a city of 10 million people. And in this city, there's quite a few different districts, and it can be very confusing if you're coming here and you don't know where to go. So in this video, I'm going to go over the areas that most foreigners are going to when they're looking to retire. And those three areas are Miraflores, Barranco, which is where I am right now, and San Isidro. Why do people pick these areas? Well, there's a great amount of safety. There, everywhere you look, there happens to be security guards, police, and a lot of kind of community leaders. They're not police, but they're kind of information. They just walk around, they speak English, and they help you with anything that you need to know. Also, all three of these areas are very, very clean. The infrastructure is beautiful. You don't really notice any holes in the roads or in the sidewalks. The walkability and green scores, a lot of different parks all throughout these areas. And there's very, very reliable infrastructure. Now, if you compare this to, say, Central America, where there's holes in the road, et cetera, when I first came here, I was amazed with the type of infrastructure they've put into place. The airport, it's giant. It's nothing really super fancy, but it's giant, modern, and beautiful. Now driving, the Uber cost me $15 to come a 45-minute drive into Barranco. Now leaving the airport, beautiful streets. There's a highway that runs right along the water, very well placed. Now Lima is quite different. You've got the beach way down, and then you've got this lip. And the lip, I think, is about maybe 100 meters high. So the road that's running right over along the water has these overpasses that kind of come way up. The amount of money that they spent to put these in place is just, it's amazing. So first I'm going to go over why are people considering retiring in Lima. There's a lot of different aspects and world-class amenities. Now, why do people come here? Primarily it's the weather. Right now it is 12 noon and it's about 27 degrees. Yes, it's high humidity. Yes, it's warm. They have this Arctic air that comes in and you get kind of a cold breeze. It's actually really, really nice. Almost all the Airbnbs I've stayed in don't even have AC. So they don't have that extreme heat or extreme cold. They also have exceptional healthcare at a fraction of the price of what you're going to get in the USA or Canada. It's one of the best food scenes in the world. Now, they've got the 50 best list. They have quite a few restaurants on the 50 best list for bars and for restaurants in the world. They've put a lot of money into the infrastructure of parks and greenery. There's a ton of walking paths to go anywhere you decide. There's a ton of greenery, plants, parks, areas just to kind of sit on a park bench and enjoy your day. And overall, the value of what you get here is exceptional. So Lima is ideal for retirees that want culture, food, reliability, and walkability. Now this brings me to the cost of living in Lima, Peru. I did a guide on this specific topic right up here, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to do a brief overview. So most retirees can spend between $1,300 up to about $2,300 per month, US dollars. If you're wanting something a little bit more budget friendly, this price can obviously go a lot further down. It can range anywhere between, say, $900 up to about $1,500 a month. And if you're wanting something a lot more luxurious, because there is those options as well, it can range anywhere between $2,500 and up. So typical costs, a one bedroom can range anywhere between $600 to $1,200 a month. Utilities are about $70 to $120 a month. Groceries are typically going to be between 30 to 40% less than what you're spending back home. Now, dining out can be very, very affordable. I went to Centro yesterday. We got 2 plates of food, 2 starters, and the biggest beer I've ever seen for 18 soles. That is about $5 to $6. It can range in price. Remember, I did mention they have some of the best restaurants in the world here, but those restaurants definitely come with a price tag. We did actually explore in this area looking for a really good restaurant. We came across Clone, exceptional food. It worked out to be about a $150 bill for 2 people. Now, if you go to Maito, one of the best restaurants in the world, it's $500 a plate. Another one is Marito. It's also on that list. It was $200 for 6 courses at a sit-down dinner. And now if you're looking for something more a la carte, a typical bill can range about $100 per person. Another big advantage that you'll save a lot of money on is, like I said, they don't have air conditioning. Because of the weather pattern, you're saving a lot of money of what you would spend on AC. Next, I'm going to talk about the excellent healthcare system. This is one of Lima's strongest selling points. They have a lot of private hospitals that are just like what you're going to get back home. English-speaking doctors, and a lot of the doctors have been trained in the United States, Canada, or in Europe. You're going to find very, very short wait times at these private clinics. There's very, very affordable private insurance if you're looking for that. And like I said, even in the clinics, you will find English-speaking doctors and nurses. And this is why Lima is popping up on a lot of different retirees lists when you're comparing it to other Latin American cities. Now I'm going to go over the best areas to retire in Lima. Now I did mention Miraflores, Barranco, and San Isidro. Miraflores is a cliffside community. Now, if you look at this drone footage right here, you'll see the ocean, then you'll see this kind of cliff, and everybody kind of lives on top of the cliff. Nobody really lives down at the beach. Now, if they have a tsunami from a local earthquake, you're protected. In Miraflores, you're gonna find a lot of cafes, restaurants, and shopping. Supermarkets on almost every corner, very walkable and bike friendly. And like I said, it's one of the most popular areas for foreigners. Now, Barranco is a little bit more artsy fartsy. I happen to be in Barranco right now. It's more like bohemian with like more charming neighborhoods. You're gonna find a lot of art galleries, cafes, bars, and restaurants. It's a lot slower paced than what you're gonna find in Miraflores. And if you're looking for more culture and more community, I would suggest this over Miraflores. Now, San Isidro is a lot more upscale and residential. It is considered Lima's financial district. So between the hours of 9 to 5, it is quite busy. But if early in the morning, after that time, or on the weekends, it is quite peaceful. This area is perfect if you want a lot of security, as a lot of security measures are in place in this area. Now I'm gonna go over food and lifestyle. Like I said, it has some of the best restaurants in the world. They are known for their ceviches and their incredible seafood. They've got a lot of daily fresh markets, affordable fine dining versus it can be a very, very expensive night. And they have a ton of cafes. Beyond food, say you grab a cafe or you grab an ice cream cone, you'll find a lot of retirees walking around these areas. The Malecon, that runs all the way from Barranco all the way to Miraflores and beyond, is a really nice walk. Retirees love it here because there's a lot of different cultural events. There's a lot of different artists, musicians coming from around the world to Lima. And there's just simply a lot of things to do. And best of all, there's an easy domestic flight to Cusco if you want to go to Machu Picchu or Rainbow Mountain. If you wanted to, you could drive 4 hours south of here to an oasis in the middle of the desert. And best of all, it only rains for 15 millimeters out of the entire year. I'm from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. It rains 15 millimeters a day. Lima is a desert city, And it's amazing for just walking around and not having to carry an umbrella. Which brings me to the climate and day-to-day. Temperatures pretty much every day of the year can range anywhere between 16 degrees Celsius up to about 28 degrees Celsius. It's not tropical humidity, it's more of that dry humidity because we happen to be in a desert, but we are on the ocean. You'll find cloudy winters and sunny summers, and that fog is only around in the morning and in the evening, burns off during the day. Yep, it's blue sky up there. If you don't like the extreme heat in a lot of other coastal areas, you're gonna love Lima. So who's Lima ideal for? Retirees that are looking for an exceptional healthcare system at a fraction of the cost of the United States and Canada. You prefer more of a urban lifestyle. You enjoy food, culture, and the many diverse restaurants around the area. You want strong value without hitting the pocketbook. If you're looking for a quiet jungle or a beach-only lifestyle, Lima might not be for you. And there's a lot of other options when you're looking at Latin America. But if you're looking for city living done well, Lima is perfect for you. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Watch my other videos on Lima and the surrounding areas as I go over a lot of different videos for retirees